The Calvert County, Maryland Commissioner's Reports is a headline news podcast brought to you in part by the Department of Communications and Media Relations. Commissioner's Reports is a summary of the agenda and outcomes of Board of County Commissioner meetings, related public information, and events. Hello, and welcome to Commissioner's Reports. I'm your host, Kevin G. Schmidt. In this week's Board of County Commissioner meeting, public service announcements. Commissioner President Hance shared condolences for the passing of George W. Owings III. A lifelong resident of Chesapeake Beach, Owings attended Calvert High School. He was a member of the Maryland House of Delegates from 1988 to 2004 and served as the Maryland Secretary of Veterans Affairs from 2004 until early 2023. An art mural contest to beautify the Appeal Landfill Administration building has been extended to allow residents ages 6 to 18 to submit their artwork until November 30th. Submissions should showcase the importance of recycling. Contestants and submission details are available at calvertcountymd.gov/recycle. Proclamation. Optimists of Calvert Youth Appreciation Week recognition. Since 1969, the Optimist Club of Calvert, Prince Frederick, has recognized and honored the outstanding youth of Calvert County as part of the Youth Appreciation Week program, and is now joined by the Optimist Club of Solomons. The BOCC proclaimed the week of November 5th through November 11th, 2023, be known as Youth Appreciation Week in Calvert County. National Family Caregivers Month. National Family Caregivers Month is an annual national observance in November developed by the Caregiver Action Network to recognize the over 53 million family caregivers in this country. The Calvert County Office on Aging continues to help and support our family caregivers through limited caregiver grants for respite, individual consultations, educational events, and links to resources and community programs. The BOCC proclaimed November 2023 be known as National Family Caregivers Month in Calvert County. Award. Department of Finance and Budget FY24 Distinguished Budget Presentation Award. Each year, the Government Finance Officers Association, GFOA, a major professional association servicing the needs of more than 22,500 appointed and elected local, state, and provincial local government officials and other finance practitioners, evaluates the county's current fiscal year budget for how well it serves as a policy document, a financial plan, an operations guideline, and a communications device. If this document is rated proficient within the 14 mandatory criteria for these categories, then the entity receives the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award. Calvert County government has received the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award for the 23rd straight year. In a consent calendar, Department of Parks and Recreation, $1,250,000 budget amendment for the Edward T. Hall Aquatic Center roof and HVAC replacement. Department of Community Resources, $574,318 Community Development Block Grant Budget Amendment for renovations at 85 Main Street, Prince Frederick. Department of Community Resources, Diabetes Self-Management Program for $9,000 in grant funding. Department of Public Safety, Fiscal Year 2023, $99,816.45 State Homeland Security Grant. Department of Public Safety, $86,810.74 Federal Fiscal Year 23 Emergency Management Performance Grant. All consent agenda items were adopted as presented. In old business, Office of the County Attorney, requests for state legislation, solicitation, and panhandling. The state of Maryland has regulated pedestrian panhandling and solicitation of persons in vehicles since 1970. The BOCC has renewed its request that solicitation and panhandling be addressed in Calvert County. Staff recommended application of the state prohibition on solicitation by modeling after the laws applicable in Allegheny and Cecil counties. This model was chosen to allow nonprofits to apply for a permit to conduct solicitation and panhandling. After discussion, the BOCC voted and revised their request for state legislation to address solicitation and panhandling to model that applicable in Charles County. Office of the County Administrator, United Bridge Partners follow-up. United Bridge Partners, UBP, a private company that funds, designs, builds, owns, and operates private toll bridges across the United States, appeared before the BOCC on June 27, 2023, to present their proposal to replace the Thomas Johnson Bridge located in Solomons, Maryland. UBP held 4 public meetings in Calvert County, September 18, 2023, at the Southern Community Center in Lusby, September 19, 2023, at the Harriet E. Brown Community Center in Prince Frederick, September 21, 2023, at the Northeast Community Center, Chesapeake Beach, September 27, 2023, Southern Community Center, Lusby. The BOCC provided time for UBP to discuss the results of the public meetings and encourage further conversation and discussion about the matter. Presentation: Department of Planning and Zoning Consolidated Transportation Program Tour. Every fall, the Secretary of Maryland Department of Transportation, MDOT, and the leaders of MDOT's 5 business units and 1 authority, including the State Highway Administration, Maryland Transit Administration, Motor Vehicle Administration, Maryland Aviation Administration, Maryland Port Administration, and Maryland Transportation Authority, convene with each of Maryland's 23 counties and Baltimore City. The meeting will feature a message from the Secretary highlighting the current draft Consolidated Transportation Plan, CTP, and allow local elected officials and citizens to comment and ask questions. The MDOT's draft capital program is finalized and submitted with the governor's budget to the Maryland General Assembly in January. The entire draft plan is available online for fiscal year 24 through 29 at www.mdot.maryland.gov. In this year's draft CTP, no new funding was allocated for Calvert County's priority projects. The previously awarded funding for the Transit Transfer Station Feasibility Study, 2 bus replacements, dispatch software, Department of Public Works fuel depot, and safety improvements along MD 231 corridor remain in place. The next regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of County Commissioners is November 14th, 2023 at 10 a.m. In other Calvert County local news and events, the BOCC and the Agricultural Preservation Advisory Board reminds Agricultural Preservation District owners the application period for the county's Purchase and Retirement PAR Fund program remains open through November 20th, 2023. The PAR Fund program is part of Calvert County's long-standing effort to preserve agricultural land. Through the program, transferable development rights, TDRs, are purchased, retired, and permanently removed from the market to protect farmland from future development. The BOCC recently approved a new purchase price of $5,500 per TDR. The county will offer to buy development rights from willing sellers until funding is exhausted. There is no limit on how many TDRs can be sold by an owner. The application deadline is November 20th, 2023 at 4:30 p.m. Applications are available on the county website at calvertcountymd.gov/PAR. Current owners of agricultural preservation districts may apply. Applications are ranked by a formula established in the Agricultural Preservation Program Rules and Regulations. Completed applications may be submitted by mail to the Department of Planning and Zoning, attention, Rural Planner Jennifer David, at 150 Main Street, Prince Frederick, Maryland 20678, or by email to jennifer.david@calvertcountymd.gov. For more information, email or call Miss David at 410-535-1600, extension 2238. The Calvert County Department of Planning and Zoning invites county residents to continue participating in the Calvert County Zoning Ordinance Update process. The next phase of events will receive and consider feedback and recommendations from residents on the following articles. Article 26, the county's outdoor lighting regulations. Article 27, this article provides comprehensive regulations on off-street parking and loading facilities. Article 28, this article provides guidance for landscaping in both residential and non-residential developments to enhance aesthetics, preserve character, and delineate spaces. Public comment period opens November 10th through December 1st. Comments may be submitted by email to zoupdate@calvertcountymd.gov or by mail. Attention, ZO Update, 205 Main Street, Prince Frederick, Maryland 20678. A public forum will be held Thursday, November 16th at 7 p.m. at the Harriet E. Brown Community Center, located at 901 Dares Beach Road, Prince Frederick. Doors open at 6 p.m. During the forum, with zoning staff, members of the public will have the opportunity to ask questions. The public may attend in person or virtually through Zoom by calling 888-475-4499. Enter meeting ID 870-4870-1285, and the passcode is the #. Speak Up Calvert County. Visit www.calvertcountymd.gov/speak-up, Calvert County's new community feedback platform to share, discuss, and collaborate on creating sustainable solutions for important issues, challenges, and opportunities for our community. www.calvertcountymd.gov/speak-up. That concludes our broadcast. The Calvert County, Maryland Commissioners Reports is a headline news podcast. Stay current with other news in Calvert County by following and liking the Calvert County Government's Facebook page at facebook.com/Calvert County MD, on Instagram at Calvert Broadcast, on YouTube, youtube.com/Calvert County Gov, and our official website, www.calvertcountymd.gov. Thank you.